Hey guys, welcome back. So I know I haven't been on here in a while. I've had some things going on in my life that I've needed to deal with. Anyways, I wanted to put out a video for you guys because things have been calling to me telling me that I need to address some issues that many people don't understand the way that the spiritual energy works. Many people are focused on the physical. Well, if you're so focused on the physical, you can't heal the spiritual because you're not understanding that we are souls with bodies, not bodies with souls. We are souls, energetic beings that come here in a physical form. And in order to heal your inner self, in order to heal things about you, you have to go into that inner spiritual energy and start healing from there. And then it's going to ultimately heal the energy all around you because you're no longer focused on the physical. So many people are so focused on the body aspect of things. They're not focused on healing the spiritual aspect of things. And you have to take a step back and start realizing that everything here runs off of energy. We are energy. The earth is energy. The flowers are energy. Everything here is energy. Everything that we go by is energy. So when you start to address that energetic field, you will start shifting more into a higher vibration. You will start raising that vibration. You will start healing the body. You'll no longer need things that you've depended on. You'll no longer say you're addicted to things. You'll no longer need those things because you'll realize that by you healing the spiritual aspect of yourself, that the body does not need all those other things that you thought that it needed. Now, I'm not saying don't eat, I'm not saying don't drink, I'm not saying nothing like that. So don't get confused on that aspect. What I am saying is you'll release any addictions that you have. You'll stop searching outside of yourself for love, and love will come to you. You'll stop uh being a people pleaser. You'll start to please who you are on the inside. You'll start to listen to more of what your heart is telling you to do instead of listening to what the ego tells you to do. A lot of people, they focus on the ego. They listen to what the ego tells them to do instead of following their hearts. And when you focus on the ego instead of following what your heart tells you to do, that's when you're chasing after something. That's when you're no longer, that's when you're chasing what your ego wants. But when you start following your heart and listening to what your heart is telling you to do and what your heart truly wants to do, that's when you're not chasing after anything and you're just doing what fulfills you. And that's when love, abundance, and prosperity, and joy, and happiness all come towards you instead of you chasing it. If you're constantly on the chase for something, you're constantly telling the universe you don't have it. So you're constantly going to be on that chase. And that's what the ego has you do, is constantly chase things. But once you start to listen to your heart and do what the heart tells you to do and stop focusing on the ego, that's when love, abundance, prosperity, joy, and happiness, all these things are going to come rushing towards you because you're no longer focusing on those things. A lot of people have it misconstrued to where they believe if they chase after it, they're going to receive it. No, you're not. Because you're constantly telling the universe you don't have it. So when you stop focusing on it and you focus on what your heart truly wants you to do, that's when it's going to bring it in towards you. A lot of people, they don't listen to their heart and what they truly want to do because they're scared of what others will think of them. Well, this is the thing. Who cares? Who cares what others think of you? You have to please yourself. You have to be happy within you if you want happiness outside of you. But if you're so worried about what others would think of you and why you're doing this or that or the other thing, then you're too worried about the ego still. Because the ego wants you stuck. You see what I'm saying? The ego wants you to be able to depend on the ego, not your heart. So when you stop listening to everything that the ego tells you and you start truly following your heart, that's when your life will shift into a better position for you. That's when you're going to do what you're truly meant here to do. But if you're so worried about what others think of you and why you're doing it, you're still concentrating on that ego aspect. And when you release that, when you start releasing that and not caring what people think of you, that's when you truly start to listen to who you are on the inside. See, because this is the thing. If I listen to what my ego tells me, if I listen to, think, if I was so worried about what other people thought of me or this or that, I would never make these videos for you guys. I would never say what I'm saying. I've always been a spiritual person, but a lot of people don't know that about me. A lot of people don't know I am a very spiritual person, and I always have been. A lot of people don't know that I'm clairvoyant, I'm clairaudient. A lot of people don't know these things about me because I've always kept things hidden because I was so afraid of what other people would think of me. And now it's to the point where I don't care what others think of me because they have to live their own life and I have to live mine. And if I'm too worried about what others think of me, I will never truly be happy. So when you stop worrying about what others feel about you or what others think about you, that's when you'll start to shift your mindset. That's when you'll start to tap into that more spiritual side of yourself. A lot of people out there have an inner knowing about things. Listen to that inner knowing because that's your intuition, that is your spirit guides trying to guide you. Don't go off and ignore it. If you know something's going to happen, trust that inner knowing because that's your spirit guides warning you about things. All right, guys, I just wanted to do this short little video for you guys, and I will be getting back into my tarot readings. All right, thanks for watching.